next task is our when if radio button is not be selected. For example, I am not be selected and I'm directly click on radio button. Okay, so that time I have to just display a alert message or any other message to end user. Please select a record to update. So require that validation. We create one method we can create here in our home component. Okay, we can just create one radio check method. Okay, simply we can make it as a radio check method. Initially radio check, we can write here logic to check radio check. We have to perform a validation. For that we create one property. Okay, so the property we have to create here is a radio check whose type is a boolean. Initially we can make it as a false. Okay, because initially there no any record is checked. Okay, so here we can just use simply simple logic. If this dot radio check this dot is a radio check is a true, then I have to return true. Okay, otherwise else we can use here return false. I have to create simple method. Okay, and now this method we will call on update employee button. Okay, for the cross checking purpose. So for that on update employee button, here I have to just create event binding. Use a click event. On that click event we mention on update. Okay, on update. Initially I never passed anything, where I will pass it. So on update I just create that method in our home component. Okay, and inside that we can just cross check if this dot radio check. Okay, that radio check method is returning true, then perform your logic here. Perform logic here. Just a minute. Sorry. Otherwise, else we can just mention here alert message. That is an alert. Here we can mention that please select employee, or instead of employee we can mention that please select a record to update. Okay, now check whether it is performing properly or not. Initially it is working fine, but when we select it will not be working properly. Okay. Initially I never select any radio button. I directly click on update employee. It gives please select a record to update. Okay, so first you have to select that record. If I selected that record, now again that message will be occur. See select employee to update. Why it is occur? Display that message. What is the problem here? Because already I selected the record, then no need to display alert message. Still it is display that alert message. Please select a record to update. What is the problem in code?
Not verified the checked.
Sorry. Yes, please repeat it.
We were not checked. The radio button is checked or not.
Okay, we have not checked the radio button.
Initially we are passing false.
Correct. So for that, where we create the input box, that is a radio here, we can use a event binding. For example, click event. Okay, and inside that we can pass on a radio check method. For that radio check method, I have to pass the current object as well. The current object or current data record is present in your item, so I just pass that record as well. Now on radio check button, method, what the logic we have to implement? Yes, what the logic we have to implement here? We have to use this dot is radio check is equal to true. Correct? Then that message will not be displayed. Okay. Read by Krishnan. Understand this functionality by Krishnan. Hello. Yes, your voice is not be audible. Some issue your audio.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now see here. Initially, I never checked that radio button. Click here. Please select a record object that is working fine. When we click any particular record and just check. Now this time the alert message is not displayed because when we click that radio button, we can make it that property true. So it's a simple validation we perform.